Do you have scrapbook paper that you never used when you were scrapbooking? It's just sitting in a stash because you didn't like the color or you didn't have a page that it went with, and it's just sitting there. Well, as a card maker, we can use those papers up. So today I'm going to show you how you can cut them, rearrange them, and make up to 12 cards with that paper that you did not like. So thank you for joining me today in my craft room. My name is Sue if you haven't been here before. If you have, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to show you maybe something a little bit different on how you can use that paper that you have sitting in your stash unused. So let's get started. So what I plan is I have these green papers that I don't use. And I'm thinking we're going to go ahead and create something using these 4 papers. Now I know they don't match, but they are in the green family, so I'm going to see if it works. Also, I created, I know it's kind of hard to tell because I shrunk it down, but I took on my Cricut, a 12 by 12 square and randomly put sizes to utilize the whole 12 by 12 so I don't waste any. And so in theory, I would have the back, the middle, and the top part of the card. Now, in testing this, I did this with pink, so I have the 4 1/4, it's off to the side, 4 1/4, I have 3 of them. Okay, so that's kind of how I have it. Then I have the 3 7/8 by 5. So I have one going this way. So it would just be a little bit of a border. And I have another one. So if I do the 4 1/4 that way, oops, I got it backwards. 4 1/4 by 5. Then it goes like that. So I have the back, the 3 7/8 by 5. I have twice, so I could do that. Then I have a 3 by 5. So I could probably make that on this one. Then I have a 3 by 3 7, 3.75 or close to it. A 3 by 3, and then a 1 7/5 by 3 7/8. So I can make 3 cards off of the 112 by 12 sheet, which I don't want to do. I want to cut these up so I can actually make 12 cards, right? 3 times 4. My math is good this morning. So I can make 12 cards off these 4 sheets of green based on this formula. So let me go ahead and let's cut these up to these sizes. I think the 3 by 3, and it just kind of ended. I don't know, it's probably not exactly 3 by 3 by the time I was all cut it up, but it's close. So that's kind of how I'm going to lay it out and then make these. And these are all the 4 by 5 1/4 to go on a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card base. So let's get started on cutting these out and see what we get. Here's where you get to play around a little bit. So these are all going to be where my focal image will be and my saying and whatever I did, but now I get to play around with, I have 4 layers on each card and just play around with the paper and get the colors that the green the way I want it. And I'm just going to put the white square in the middle, and I can either make the card this way or this way, but I have now, out of those 4 pieces of paper, I have 12 cards that I could create at any time without having to think. So here's the sizes again, and I just wanted to give you some samples of what I did with these sizes. I had 4 pieces of green paper that I really didn't care for, so I cut them all up and kind of arranged them. So the first one, this is a square, and I just kind of, so I've got 3 pieces of the paper on each one that it turned out. And so I just did that one. And this is a regular A2 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 card. So I did that one, and then I did one for Easter. All the same way, just played with the different papers. So I did a Get Well. This one I cut in half. Now when I go to send these out, I can still add more embellishments. Now this one I did I did 2 squares, and I did this one as a top folding card. So that's those. And then this one, I took the greens, and before I put this on, I ran it through an embossing folder to kind of give it a little bit more dimension. And then I have a happy birthday, a thank you, and again, I can add all kinds of embellishments. So these are just, I haven't put them on a card yet, on a white base, but I will when I'm ready to use them. I'm just gonna store them, and then here I have one that I may use for St. Patrick's Day, or it could be a retirement. I'm not sure which one I need both, so I'm not sure which one I'm gonna use that one for. So there's how, just changing up, just playing with the greens. Again, I didn't like the 12 by 12 sheets, so I cut them all up, rearranged them on cards, and made a bunch of different card bases for it. So I hope you get a chance to look at the paper that you have, and if you don't like the paper very well, just find 4 that are in that family and cut them all up and rearrange them and make cards. I hope you enjoyed that, and please give this video a thumbs up. I would appreciate it. Subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell, and I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you, and have a great day.